highest quality ingredients for all our dishes and catering events. Our breakfast features bagels with freshly sliced Nova. Don't miss out our thick challah French toast. For lunch, grab a booth and enjoy one of our oversized salads or our freshly cut hot deli sandwiches. We're open 7 days a week, where the coffee's always hot and freshly brewed.
Welcome back, guys, to WICR's Radiothon Halloween Spooktacular.
Woo!
And here today we have Joe Venditti wearing Antonio Cappolo's unfortunate little hat.
Yeah, it's the Knicks. It's the Knicks, so it is unfortunate.
I don't know about you, but
It's the Knicks, so it's unfortunate.
My shoe.
Oh, okay, Testy.
Ian Sachs, with your butt over here. I love you.
Mic drop.
Okay, Kanye.
Mic drop right now.
Okay, next person on the list, Ian Sachs. He's sick as a little. I don't
a
know.
little bit.
He's a little bit sick, but we have him on for a special.
But you know
segment.
what? You know what? There is no rest for the sick, no rest for the weary, and
we don't sleep till we're dead.
no days off. No days off.
Hashtag no days off.
Hashtag no days off.
And then
Question. Wait, hold on. I need the microphone for this. Sassy Sax, what am I? Or what are you?
what?
Should we say it on air?
What are you? Sassy Sax, what are you? You should know what
Next,
it is.
okay, Johnny Diaz.
Okay.
I don't know about you, but Johnny Diaz is feeling 22. Here on the show today, we have Johnny Diaz, the newly birthday. Everyone sing a little happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Jill, don't ever go into singing. Love you.
Okay.
Anyway.
Wait, Sassy Sax, what are you? Know what I'm talking about.
You're peeking right now.
I still have no idea.
Okay, next. Anyway.
You know what I am?
WIZR fam.
I'm hashtag excited.
Ah, there we go.
Jesus. But anyway, November 13th kicks off my favorite season of the year, MAAC play
I'm
basketball.
hashtag excited about that.
Hashtag excited. And last week.
Shout out to Jay Diddy.
Jay did. But last week, some stats came out, and who other to bring in than King Basketball himself?
Yeah,
Ian
the
Sachs.
queen of MAAC basketball. Thank
He
you.
is the queen of MAAC basketball, and our
King, I'm
favorite.
king and queen. I'm just that much royal.
Okay, Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh.
I love you. Anyway,
So I guess I'm an Olympic gold medalist then.
yes, you
I'm
are.
fine
Thank
with that.
you.
I can make a lot of money now.
You are. Anyway, we're going to talk about some preseason
Let's
stats.
talk about some preseason stats.
Okay, first of all, the Gales were nominated as the number one team for preseason basketball. Question for you guys.
On the
Are you
men's
surprised
side.
about
On the
that?
men's side.
On the men's side, women's was
Fourth.
Well, I'm concerned about. I respect to the women's. I did a big little interview the other day, and I want to talk about men's basketball for a few minutes. So we'll talk about women's in the next segment. First, are you surprised by the fact that the men's are number one?
Zero surprise.
It was almost unanimous. It was 10 votes out of 11.
Yeah.
I want to say. And what do you think about that, JD? 22.
Yeah, they're number one. I mean, Isaiah coming back, AJ coming back, and that was a big controversy last year. Is that since David Lowry is gone, is
Yep.
AJ gonna be gone? And
Oh, no.
that was the biggest piece that you need to have. I mean, he's the top. I believe he's top 3-point guard in the nation.
He's
I mean,
like
he's
number
gonna show the
52.
numbers this year. So
Oh, I agree. He was unanimous for the MAAC preseason player of the year. Too.
yeah, absolutely, and he well deserved. And Cedric Casimir,
Yes.
rookie of the year.
Not surprised by that.
Yeah.
Least bit.
And then Isaiah, fresh legs.
Yes.
Talk about a player that does what he has to do, and defensively, he reminds me of Dennis Rodman. To be honest, he gets
Ooh,
rebounds.
impressive.
He gets his blocks are incredible. He had some
Bold
great highlights
statement.
last year.
Oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be a very exciting season. Really can't wait for it. And great day to be a Gale. All the
Right.
time.
What about you, Ian Sachs? Because I have my opinions on this, too.
Zero surprise. If you look at it, the last 4 years, Iona 3 MAAC regular season championships.
Absolutely. Preseason 2, I think, right? I want to say preseason for 2. Yes, 2? Well, don't quote us on that.
I don't know, but 3 MAAC regular season championships. The one year they didn't win the regular season, they won the tournament championship.
Yep.
3 straight championship game berths.
Yep. In a year. One win.
Been in the postseason each of the last 4 or 5 years.
Yes.
Coach Klus, 20-win season, all 5 years here. There is zero doubt. at the Manhattan game at Manhattan last year, mid-February. Someone asked Coach Massiello, Manhattan head coach, about
Love
like
Massey.
why Iona is so good, and he goes flat out. He says it's Tim Kluse.
Yep.
He goes, Sean Armand, Momo leaves.
Are you talking about my interview over here?
No. This is direct quote from February.
Well, after
from
the
that-
game, right?
Yeah,
Remember
he,
when
go-
we did in the
he, he
yeah,
goes,
yeah, I
he
remember
goes
that.
Sean leaves, Momo leaves, Glover leaves, Machado leaves. All of them leave, and every single year they're right back up there. There was no surprise about this. Yes, you lose David Lowry, the MAAC Player of the Year.
Yep.
You still have
Sean too. Sean Armand, Scott, Momo.
You still have AJ. You still have Seth. There was no question about AJ coming back. He was coming back 100%.
Yep.
I think the one argument that you just had to present to him was Scott Machado.
Yep.
Was the top-ranked point guard,
He was,
and he didn't get drafted.
which is BS.
AJ English last year was not the top-ranked point guard. Why do you think that AJ would have gotten drafted? So I think that is exactly why AJ is back this year, and there's no doubt. And Iona, I can 100% say they are the favorites without a doubt, and they're going to be the favorites until someone knocks them off.
I agree. Cannot agree more with you on that one because the other day, actually, Robbie, Ayala, and we went to Drowdy to talk to Massiello, and he said the same exact thing with Sean, Scott, Momo. He said the same exact thing, and he said the team is the team without Kluse. And everyone comes to me, and this is a big thing here, the Manhattan-Iona rivalry. I'm going to do a story on it. Be on the watch out for that for next month. And the interview should be up by later in this week. Hi, Anthony Piero. What do you think about the Manhattan-Iona rivalry? Because I have my opinions this year, and even speaking to Massiello, I have nothing but respect for that man. Loved doing an interview with him. Such a great guy. What do you guys think about the new Manhattan team? Because their preseason stats weren't too hot. They were tied for third with Ryder, and what's his name? Ryder, and then second team, Shane Richards, and then the third team was Rashawn Soares, the fifth-year senior. So what do you guys think? Because all of our players did the top two teams.
I don't think Manhattan's going to be as good as they were last year. I mean, they lost a lot of their teammates, I should say.
Yep.
They were all seniors, and the only returning player from that championship team is Shane Richards.
Yep.
And Shane Richards is a catch and shoot shooter, so
I
he can't handle the ball. I think the team that's going to be very competitive towards Iona, there's two teams, Monmouth and Ryder.
Yeah, Monmouth, because Justin Robinson.
Very good.
He's sick.
And so it's going to be, the rivalry is still going to be there, but now Manhattan's in the process of rebuilding.
Yep.
So, and that definitely takes time. So
We'll see what happens. What do you think, Ian Sack?
Every time that Iona and Manhattan play, it's a heated, highly contested, close game. No matter what.
Yeah.
Even if one team is by full light years the best team in the MAAC, and the other one is by far the worst team, it's still highly contested. The fans are always in it. So I think that every time that Iona and Manhattan play this year, 2 times in the regular season, and you never know if they're going to meet up. MAAC tournament.
Do you think they're going to be in the MAAC tournament again? I don't think, honestly. I don't think they're going to make the championship this year, but we'll see how it plays out. We'll see how that new team goes. Do you agree with me on that one?
I give maybe a semifinal matchup.
Semifinal, yes. I
want that.
I want Monmouth. This year, Monmouth, I feel like, is going to be unstoppable because of Robinson.
Monmouth is without a doubt the team that scares me the most.
Yeah,
Ryder does not scare me.
Yeah, absolutely.
They were the number 2 seed last year.
Yeah.
But they came out of nowhere.
Yeah, they did.
They didn't really have
They have great coaching. So
right.
Yeah.
Their coach,
Soft.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh, what he was. I didn't really pay attention to Ryder. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, phenomenal coach. But they don't have the players in the system to back it up much.
Yeah.
They do have Teddy. Oh, here I'm looking at the first team selection for MAAC preseason. They have Teddy. He's from London. He's from London.
Yeah, they do. But when you look at Ryder, they have 1-2 players maybe. Iona goes 5-6 deep of of players that can lead the team in scoring, and you would not be surprised.
I think Sed's going to be one of the number 1 scorers for the Gales this season, without a doubt. And I think he's going to be nitpicking at AJ's tails. Do you agree with me on that one?
Yes, I think that he's going to get a lot of open shots because people are going to be so focused on AJ that said can just camp out at the three-point arc, pop and shoot.
Absolutely. And that's why I consider Cedric Casimir as the secret weapon.
I agree.
Because he's a player. I mean, he's a player that he gives me, how should I say, a lot of energy because he's my size, but he's not afraid of anybody. He's a short little thing. Yeah, but
he's like 5'10".
He shoots lights out. I mean, he's their secret weapon because when AJ's not doing good, it's Cedric Casimir is always there to save it, or Isaiah's always there. You know?
I agree because remember last year, I'll never forget. I was home watching this game, the Delaware game, where he scored 40 points as a freshman.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And then Sean was tweeting about it. Scott was tweeting about it. Holy crap! I'll never forget that.
Not just as a freshman. 2 weeks into his freshman year.
2 weeks into freshman year, guys. Correct me. Sorry. 2 weeks into your freshman career, you're scoring from that 3-point arc. 40 points. That's the first game of the first home game of the season in Delaware, correct?
Oh wait. No. When he scored 40 last year, it was against Delaware State.
Delaware State, correct? Sorry.
This year, the season opener is against Delaware.
Oh,
sorry. Two entirely different schools.
Sorry. Sorry, bad journalism over here. Sorry, sorry, board.
10 points off for a fact.
I'm a girl. I'm breaking out to the sports world.
Back to your Ryder Monmouth question.
Yep.
Monmouth is a team that's on the rise.
Yep.
And at the MAAC tournament, I was very afraid when Iona drew them in the semifinal game.
Oh, I hope they don't this year.
Iona played lights out, probably the best game that Iona has played in my college career, I would say. But they're a team on the rise. They almost beat Iona here last year, which would have been Iona's only loss at home. And I remember after that game, and I remember after the game at the MAAC tournament, Monmouth coach King Rice.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Monmouth coach King Rice.
Yes, I remember
in the post-game press conference goes, "Iona's on top, and we're coming."
Yep, I remember that. I remember that very clearly at the press conference. I was watching that from my home.
He goes, "We're coming for you."
Yeah.
I'm scared.
They're the hunter, and we're the hunted right now.
I just got chills.
Yeah.
And on that note,
And
Johnny Diaz, keep going. You look like he's crying.
no, I'm not crying.
He's crying to happiness.
No.
I own on top.
We love you, Johnny.
Emotional. We're getting emotional up in here. First was spraying, now is you. Jesus.
I remember that actually, and I was happy that you mentioned that because it was so crazy because when the whole room just was silent as soon as he said that. He goes, "I know where Iona's at, but we're going to be there next year. I promise you."
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Right after that, he said that, and then right after that, he noticed A.D. Rick Cole, President Nair, Paul Sutera, all standing in the back of the room. Later on, he goes, "I mean, no disrespect to Iona, they're at the top, and that's where we want to be. That's why I said that." And it was so funny that he said that because if you took just the first quote, it sounded like he was trashing us, which he wasn't.
He wasn't. He was just saying we're a threat.
Right. He's just saying that Iona's at top, and that's where we want to be, and we're coming for the top person, which is Iona, which is the way it should be. But that was a funny moment.
Yeah.
And on that note, this moment has been lovely. I'm super excited. I think WICR, we should have like the little viewing parties of their first games. Their first game, I believe, is November 13th or 11th. It's away. I know it's away.
Yeah.
We should definitely watch it because I'm so excited for basketball season. I can't wait to prove all my Jaspers wrong. And be on the lookout this week for my
question. What's a Jasper? No one knows.
Pete Contadori as a Jasper. And on that note, heavy metal.
Oh, no.
What's your show called? Heavy metal what? Promo.
Full Metal Attack's coming on next, so please stay tuned. Chelsea, thanks for butchering our name. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm here till about 10.
I'm over here.
Over here.
All right, guys. It's been fun. Love y'all. I just said y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
WICR presents This Moment in History.